Hey guys, Minus here, doing yet another gear review. Today I am looking at the Fuyuanda shooting tactical gloves. These were purchased off Amazon. I got two sets. I bought the full fingered and the half finger. I mainly rock these in the summer. I don't know, it cools me down a little bit more. But I also bought the full finger just to get a little bit of variation, and on those cooler days, it'll keep you a little bit warmer. You'll see the differences. There's a little bit of a difference in the knuckle protection from one to the other. The half finger also has vents here to give you a little bit even extra cooling, whereas these are just solid, more finger protection from those impacts on the knuckles. They're very well made. Like, I was actually super impressed by the quality of these. Like, these feel like they could be $50, maybe even $75 gloves. I think purchased through Amazon, like less than $20. I want to say like $18 per pair. They are. I feel like their size is a little big, maybe. So be careful when you're picking them up. One thing that was a little odd is I feel like the knuckle, like, I don't know if it's like the knuckle protection is very wide, even though the glove itself isn't that wide per se. I ended up buying a large originally based on their measurements of the palm, but I found them way too big, even though I followed their measurements. So I ended up just buying a set of mediums. Now I actually have two sets of these. I'm going to try and sell the larges. This is actually the large right here. You can see, like, even it goes pretty high on my fingers. They're really well made. Leather, extra protection on the palms, and then on the full fingered you have the extra leather on here to give you a little bit more feel for the trigger. Like the rest of the glove is leather. You can see the nice fuzzy leather on the full fingered versions. You do have a little bit of extra tightening there, and then you have your regular strap, which goes through the little ring, flipping around based on how tight you want it, and velcros in. They do come with little tabby hooks. I usually just throw them in the wash and I'll hang them up to dry. They are warm. Like, even the half fingered, like, by the end of the day, they're pretty much drenched. I mean, I do sweat a lot. I'm not in very good shape, so at least for cardio. But no, all in all, these are fantastic gloves. I'll put the link in the description down below. I definitely recommend checking them out. They're an amazing bang for buck for gloves. I mean, I can't even think of a better deal. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm running my mechanics gloves. I mean, these are basically the same price, maybe slightly more, but you actually get a nice tactical look. You get actual armoring, in case, you run dry and you need to just, take somebody out with your knuckles. I mean, that happens, right? So, I mean, a little bit of extra force in there to knock people out. So, I mean, that's a bonus. No, but jokes aside, I do really like these gloves. As far as which ones to get, totally up to you as per preference. I mean, I think 2 games ago or something, I took a BB right onto the tip of my nail, and it hurt for like 3 fucking days. I almost thought like I was gonna lose the nail. Like, it was CQB, and it was definitely a hot gun that, like, it was probably like 380, 400 FPS at like 4 or 5 feet away, right on the tip of my nail. That hurt like a motherfucker. Now, that being said, there's no armoring on the fingertips of this, but that would have helped soften the blow a little bit. I mean, it's totally up to you guys as far as which style to go with. I just wanted to show them off to you. I always prefer these guys here, the fingerless. I mean, I've seen a lot of guys that get the full fingered and then they cut off the trigger finger. I mean, I don't know. I find that kind of whatever. I mean, do what you want. That being said, there is no stitching to protect against that. You'll see some gloves will actually, some tactical gloves will actually have a special line of stitching about an inch and a half down, so that if you do decide to cut it, it's still stitched off, so it won't like fray and fall apart over time. These do not have that. So if you did want to cut the finger off here, you might have to just fold it up, stitch it in, or just say fuck it. I mean, technically it's only 18 bucks for a set of gloves, so I mean, if you just go through a pair every couple years or whatever, that's fine too. But anyway, highly recommended. Again, I'll leave the link below, and catch you guys on the next one.